Hey, so it's Lenny. It's me. Hello. Just got done watching the series finale of GOT, also known as Game of Thrones, and no spoilers, nothing to say about the episode if you haven't seen it, nothing bad. I just want to comment on it. I think it ended the way that it needed to end, and I think that's a good thing, and I think the ending is satisfactory, and I stand by what's there and by what the showrunners created, and it works for me. I'll need some more time to process and maybe think about a little bit more the episode and maybe watch it again, but as of right now, I am 100% certain, or I feel certain, that I am satisfied with the ending. I really do. I think it ended the way it needed to end. Which had me thinking the whole time leading up to this episode here, at what point as fans of anything, of musicians, music, films, television, comics, whatever you're a fan of, at what point does fandom take over and we become offended and feel like something is ours that we didn't even create, and that our voice isn't being represented the way that we want it to be represented for this thing that we love? Again, that we did not create. It's not a brainchild of ours. We didn't create it from a passion project. We didn't create it from our own hearts, our own minds, our own thoughts, our experiences. But we latch onto it and we connect with it in one way or another. And then we become offended when it doesn't go the way that we want it to go. At what point does that become absurdity? Does that become just ludicrous? Because the creators put it out there for us to experience, which is great. But by no means is it ours. And it's been happening a lot lately, and I'm sure it's happened in the past before, but lately it's become interesting because when the Last Jedi came out, there was a petition for the director to be fired, and people were very offended that Luke Skywalker's portrayal in that film wasn't the way that they saw Luke Skywalker in their minds, in their hearts, and that's not the Luke Skywalker that we have all grown up knowing through previous films and different canon ventures of books and video games and what have you. There was a public outcry, and people got upset and kind of got butthurt about it and wanted that film, which is the 8th film, they wanted it striked from the canon. It doesn't count. It doesn't. That story doesn't count. That's not a part of our Star Wars. And it was interesting because the same thing just recently happened with Game of Thrones, with this final season, where fans were upset and devastated about the way that this season was going before the finale even aired, which is today. The finale aired today. I don't know how many days it's going to be before you see this video, but regardless, people are still going to be talking about this finale for months to come. There was a petition to redo this season, which is, it's almost comical to and sad at the same time, where it's like, unfortunately, these people, they're signing this petition, they're delusional in the aspect that they think that the production and directors and show writers and everyone in the cast and crew are going to dedicate more time to this project, which is over. It's done. It's over for them. They're going to move on to go back and refilm this last season to fit the ideas that people have in their mind of how it should end. It's just asinine. That's insane, and we have the right to like something and the right to not like something, and the right to voice it, hopefully in a respectful manner. But there's always been critics. There will always be critics who get paid or not get paid to voice their opinion, and I guess I'm no different. I'm voicing my opinion on the matter right now, the subject right now, but I guess regardless if I like the ending of Game of Thrones or not. And I do. I just want to chew on it a little bit more. I'm satisfied with the ending, and I think it ended the way it needed to. What right do I have to complain and moan at all the hard work that everyone's put into this project? Everyone from the actors and cast and the crew, everyone that's put heart and soul and sweat and creative life into this project, and bitch and moan that I want you to redo it because I don't like the ending. It's just crazy. You know, pretty soon we'll be doing that for people in real life. Oh yeah, I don't like Tiffany Q. She's a horrible person. Let's start a petition to have her canceled and redone in our image, in the way that we see Tiffany Q being. You know, and that's just an extreme example, but pretty soon that's how it's going to be. You know, it's getting absurd. We all have the right to like something, we all have the right to disagree, but I think you do have to take other people's feelings in account. So, I know this has kind of become a long-winded ramble, again, about a topic which I feel shouldn't even necessarily be discussed and gaining ground, but it's just seemed to be happening a lot more lately. GOT, it's been a great ride with great characters, as cool as dragons are, and you know, the Deathwalkers and the Night King and all that. It's about the characters too, so it did not disappoint. It's about the characters at the heart of the story, and I think the ending is solid. And I think the more time that people have to kind of let it, you know, soak in, the happier people will be.